All right, let's go ahead and look at the eEye Digital Security Retina Network Security Scanner. All right, let's take a look at what we got here. Get this going. So as you can see here, it's pretty straightforward. We have our targets. We have ports that we can utilize, either all ports, common ports, or if you're doing a port scan, you can do discovery ports and so forth. You also can utilize audits. And you also have different options depending on the operating system and so forth. You just kind of check them all. Any credentials too that you wanted to specify that you can then put in. And then from there we have remediation and also a report feature that will give us executive summary, vulnerability, and access report. Let's go ahead and put in our targets. In this case here, we can utilize our CIDR notation. We can do single IPs or an IP range. So let's use 192.168.2.33, 192.168.2.55. And what we're going to do is give it a file name. In this case here, I'm going to call it mile2. eEye. And I'm going to give the job name of mile2. Alright, so then once we have our IP address in there, our file name and job name identified, then we go ahead and click the scan. It's going to ask us if we're going to perform the scan without supplying user credentials, which you can generally add in under the credentials here for our actions. Now you can do this if you happen to know the username and passwords, or if you're doing this within a domain environment that you have a possible username and password that's standard on the machines and so forth that you could utilize, or if you're using a domain admin account that you could utilize. Otherwise, it's just going to try to do the null session, so we're going to just go ahead and do it without using credentials and see what happens. So what it's going to do, it's going to queue it up for you first and then start it. As it's running, you'll notice that it should be showing us some information, which it's showing us now. And you can see here it's telling us the MAC address, the NetBIOS name, domain it's under. In this case here, we also have virtual machine information. We also are getting some more info as it's going through. So we're going to let this run through here. It looks like it's almost complete. Currently going through the port scan. And you notice how it's kind of going back and forth from the 33 to the 55, kind of doing the same type of scan and then going on to the next IP. So imagine if you have a range, of 32, 54, 120 IP addresses, it's going to be able to go through on each IP and then go to the next one. So it may take a longer time to complete. So we're going to kind of let this run. As you can see here, registry access is denied. If we would have given it credentials, however, it may have come back with some additional information on the registry. Let's see what we have here on the 55. It's given us some additional information regarding some of the filtered ports and so forth, closed UDP ports and all that fun stuff. Very nice. So you can see here running web servers. Alright, we're going to let this complete, and then what we're going to do is we're going to look at the report feature. So as you can see, it's pretty straightforward. Again, Retina Community Edition. Alright, there it is, completed. So we can look at the remediate, and you can see here we can actually put in a filter. Of course, we can go in and have it brought out. Let's try it out and see what we got. Let's just look at our remediate report. There you can see. Of course, you can add in your own company logos and all that fun stuff. You can do all that good fun stuff. You can kind of see here, it shows you duration, date, time, all that good fun stuff, IP range, and then also what it found, as you can see here. Some good information, right? Also gives you how to fix, which is pretty nice. A lot of times it will just be a hot fix. You can see here the CVEs as well. So great information. Let's go over to the reports section, and from here again we can utilize different options. We can use executive summary, vulnerability export, or access report. Let's go ahead and with executive. Alright, so you can see here this is going to be our executive. We got some nice little charts, pie, and all that good fun stuff. So very similar to what you've seen before in Saint. Very similar, but different. Depending on your needs and depending on what you like or what the executives like, this may be a good product for you to utilize. This is the community edition, which is free of charge. All you have to do is sign up for it and register it under your name, and you're good to go.